All right, so now we're going to look at just some applications of multiplying. So your assignment for these 3 days is kind of split in that one document. So you have just your basic how do you multiply at the front of the document, and then towards the end of the document, you have your applications. Okay, so first thing, let's remember and talk about what area and perimeter of a rectangle are. Okay, so area will be the space, the space inside of the rectangle. Okay, and so remember you have an area formula for a rectangle that is length times width. Okay, perimeter is when you take all the sides of a rectangle and add them together. And remember that opposite sides for a rectangle are equal. So if this one's 3x plus 2, then so is this one. And if that one's 2x minus 1, then so is that one, okay? So for perimeter, it'll be 2 times your length plus 2 times your width, okay? So it's wanting us to find the area and perimeter of this rectangle. All right, so I'm going to start with area. Okay, so I'm going to take my length and my width, just one of each, and multiply them together. Okay, so I'm going to say this is my length, this is my width. So I have 3x plus 2 times 2x minus 1. Okay, I'm going to set up my box. All right, I'm going to put 3x plus 2 across the top, 2x minus 1 on the side. Okay, and then I'm going to multiply. 2x times 3x, that's 6x squared. 2x times 2 is 4x. 3x times negative 1, that's negative 3x. And then negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. All right, and then I want to combine like terms, which are right here in this little middle section. All right, so 6x squared. Now, negative 3x plus 4x is just a 1x, so I'm just going to put plus x minus 2. And that is the expression for the area. Okay, and then now perimeter, you have up here 2 times your length plus 2 times your width. So I'm just going to start up here with it. So my perimeter, so 2 times my length, which is 3x plus 2, plus 2 times my width, which is 2x minus 1. So the first thing I'm going to do is distribute. So 2 times 3 is 6x. Well, 2 times 3x is 6x. And 2 times 2 is 4. So that's plus 4. 2 times 2x, that's 4x. And 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. All right. And then I'm going to combine like terms. So I have 6x is a like term with a 4x. So that's 10x. And then I have 4 minus 2, which is a positive 2. And that is my perimeter. So those are your two expressions for those. Okay. Let's take a look at example 2. All right, it says find the area and the perimeter of a rectangle. All right, so for example 2, it says to find the area and the perimeter of the rectangle with length 3 times longer than the width. Okay, so the length is 3 times longer, so I'm going to be multiplying by 3 than the width. So I'm just going to call the width x, and then the length will now be 3x. Okay, so my area, I'm just multiplying the length times the width, so x times 3x, and that will give me 3x to the second power. And that would be my expression for the area. And then for perimeter, I'm going to go 2 times the length and 2 times the width. Okay, so 2 times my length, which is 3x, plus 2 times my width. Okay, 2 times 3x is 6x. And 2 times x is just 2x. So that means my perimeter will be 8x. Okay, so let's take a look at example 3. All right, I'm not really sure why this example is kind of set up this way, but when you have stuff like this that's set up in around a box, like this 2 can be added over here to this 3, okay? And this would make this become 2x plus 5, okay? So our length for this rectangle is 2x plus 5. All right, and then over here, I can add these two x's together and make my width 2x plus 4, okay? So that's going to be your easiest option to go here, all right? So let's look for area. So for the area, I have 2x plus 5 times 2x plus 4. Okay, so you can do your box method, you can do distribution. I'm going to do distribution on this one because we haven't done that one recently. Okay, so 2x times the 2x gives me 4x squared, and then 2x times this 4 gives me 8x. Okay, and then now I'm going to do the 5 times the 2x to get 10x, and 5 times 4 to give me 20. All right, and combine like terms, 4x squared plus 18x, so 8x plus 10x plus 20. And that is your expression for your area. All right, and then perimeter, remember that's 2 times your length, which is 2x plus 5, plus 2 times your width, which is 2x plus 4. All right, so distribute. 2x, or 2 times 2x is 4x. 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, 2 times 2x, that's another 4x. 2 times 4 gives me 8. If I combine like terms, 4x and 4x, that's 8x. And 10 and 8 is 18. And so that's your expression for your area and your perimeter of this rectangle.